as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Davante Adams, 34 yards. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second and inches, Watson. He'll leave this one for White. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check it back.
Looking to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. It's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out. out just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, 27 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. White's got a first down and more. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's White. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Draymond Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 10. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Ross Blacklock.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He hits Adams, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. 2nd down and 8.
Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Texans. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Texans 31, Broncos 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41.
They go play action here on 1st down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to be out. Bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Ross Blacklock
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ross Blacklock getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
On 1st down, it's White. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now going to run the option right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. losing yardage back at the 42. That second down play nets a -4. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Draymond Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. This is the tight end fan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger